Daily, and right now we're going to have another conversation. And this time it's about an initiative. And this initiative is the Vodza Eco-Tourism Initiative. And we are going to find out what it's all about. So in the studio with me is Fafa Kole and Yvonne Oklu, who are going to take us through of what this whole thing is all about, this initiative. You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
How's everything?
Fine, thank you, and exciting.
Oh, I love that energy.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
so
yes.
Vodza.
Vodza.
Oh, Vodza.
Yes.
Ewe.
Vodza,
Yes.
Vodza.
Eco-Tourism Initiative.
So why am I saying Vodza? Sorry. Vodza.
You brutalized it.
You had some tea this morning, did you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So Vodza Eco-Tourism Initiative.
Yes.
What is it about?
So the Ecotourism Initiative is an indigenous initiative that was started by people who hail from Vodza, which is a town in the Keta municipality. Yeah. The Ecotourism Initiative is looking to harness the ecotourism potential of the area to improve livelihoods and opportunities for people in the area.
Right.
Yeah.
So what does this initiative specifically, help when it comes to job creation?
Okay, so when you look at Vodza, Vodza is a town where the folks there do fishing.
Right.
But you agree with me that fishing has gone down.
Right.
And so when this initiative is brought on board, it will give the people a lot of job because every year when this program is organized, people come around.
Right.
And the indigents prepare food and things for the people to buy.
Right. Also,
there are hospitality industries around that people come and then they lodge. So every year people get something to do for their livelihood.
Right.
So it was started about 4 years ago.
Right, 4 years. So this is the 4th edition.
This is the 4th edition.
Right.
It started so small and then every year it grew up. And now it is very, very big.
Right.
I can tell you that this year we'll be having more than about 10,000 people around.
Right.
People from Accra go there, some even from Kumasi, and the whole of Southern Volta.
Right.
They come around. And so, assuming somebody prepares food, 10,000 people, or even if 5,000 people, they'll buy, and people get something to do.
Right. Now, what are some of the activities that actually happen there? What makes it exciting? What makes people say, you know what, we are going to Vodza?
So last year and this year, we've progressed. We've added more. We started out as a Friday evening where we call the Waison Night, which is a cultural night where we do some storytelling, drama and dance about the history of the area. And then on Saturday is a super packed day. At 7 a.m. there is the Regatta, which is it has become a festival of sports. So the Regatta is a crown piece where we have racing competitions of indigenous canoes.
I can
racing
see that.
Exactly on the water. This year we have an exciting collection of teams. There'll be men competing in the sport we call Huchi. Which is where they roll the canoes with the really long bamboo poles. Then there is Akofachi. There are 6 teams competing for Huchi. There's Akofachi for men, and there are 12 teams competing. That's the shorter oars. Akofachi.
You said Akofachi. I thought you were going to say it was for women because of Akofachi.
No, so there are women also competing in Akofachi. We have 6 women's teams competing, and then there are 2 swimming disciplines. 100 meters in the lagoon. Of swimming, and then 120 meter of swim and run also in the in the lagoon. So there are 5 disciplines happening at the Regatta. After which there's a midunu, which is a food fair of ever food. And then in the evening there's a canoe jam. Last year we featured Stone Boy. This year our headliner is Samini. Live band on the beach.
Interesting.
On Saturday night.
Interesting. And what have been some of the reviews that you've gotten from, this initiative?
Shock, surprise, excitement that such a place exists, at the beauty of the culture in the area. A lot of people are amazed to find out that Vodza, the islands in Vodza, are actually bird watching sites for when birds migrate from Europe in winter.
Oh,
yeah.
So there are a lot of birds.
Yeah, and this year we're organizing tours to the islands via canoe rides, with people drinking coconuts on the islands and stuff like that. So it's a hidden jewel.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So what actually led to the creation of this? Like, I mean, just waking up and saying, you know what, let's go home. Let's show people what we have at home.
Okay, so one of the indigents from that area who happen to love the youth, we realized that, you know, the youth there are not getting job. Most of them will rush to Accra to seek for job. And so when this city started, it's to give them jobs. And so they started with the Easter. And all of a sudden, the indigents bought into the idea. And so every year it is organized. And a lot of people come to the boat time because the people there are so friendly also. And so every year you want to go.
Yeah.
Because you want to have that experience. At the beach, people are so excited. And they tell you, look, next year, make sure you do it again, and it should be bigger. And then for us, we feel that if people come on board, it will really be big.
Right.
And every year, everybody wants to go, and it will even become a national event.
Right. But how do the indigents feel about it? Because this time around, they have to receive people coming in.
Yeah. So again, I said it was an indigenous initiative. So on the board of the VEI sits a representation of everybody, and one of the very important board members we have is a chief fisherman.
Okay.
Who organizes the sporting teams.
Right.
Exactly. So it's a really organic activity that we are organizing, and we are ensuring that a lot of what we do impacts locally.
Right.
Exactly. So local hotels, local fishermen competing, some of fishermen's wives are cooking and selling food, selling their crafts, sewing clothes for sale, etc., etc. So we're trying to keep it home. So rather than being averse to it, they're actually expectant and looking forward.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So let's talk about the sports.
Yes.
The water sport.
Yes.
So is it the local fishermen that participate inside, or someone from Accra that actually knows how to also, say, row the canoe can also participate?
If you can pull a team together, we will receive you. But it's a lot of young people from the area, a lot of them young fishermen across the coast. So all the way from Aplau to Ladang, we have representation.
Denu also.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think one of the years we had somebody coming from US.
Yes.
A US somebody who came and joined the team, a lady, and she did very well. It was so nice to watch.
Quite organic.
Yes.
That's interesting. So Vodza Easter Regatta.
Yes.
And it's starting from which day and ending on which day?
It starts from Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday to Sunday.
Right.
Sunday.
Friday to Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
And is it free? What do we have to know?
Okay, so observing the sports on Saturday is completely free because we host this off of the the bank of the Keta Lagoon.
Right.
So it's free to observe the sport. But for Ways on Night, it's 120 cedis, and that includes food and drinks for the storytelling session in the evening. The Midunu Food Fair
And it's happening at the Villa Amore.
At Villa Amore in Keta. On Saturday, Midunu Food Fair is happening at Lagoon Beach Hotel. It's free to walk in, but obviously you have to pay for food when you. And then for the canoe jam at Emancipation Beach Resort on Saturday night, that is ticketed. The freestanding, the regular tickets are 50 cedis and VIP is 200 cedis.
Right.
And all this money goes back into doing development projects in the community.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. Wow, that's interesting.
Natural Branch is on Sunday at Sereno Homes, also in Keta, and that's $350, and it includes an all-you-can-eat buffet with drinks.
Wow.
Plus, you get to observe traditional wrestling, which is also a sport. That's local.
That is on Sunday.
Yes,
On Sunday too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And as you can see, I named different locations because another thing we try to do is to spread business across all the hospitality partners in the area. Yes.
Right.
And you see, anybody who comes there will have the feel of our local cuisine. Talk about all the aklen, awaklen, janklen, and the fatri dechi, the dechi, amadechi. Talk about our snacks, agbelikaklo.
It's too early to do this to me, you know. It's just
so we have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
You have to come there. You have to come.
Right.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, any final messages to the viewers? Like, do you want to,
It would be a shame if you didn't see this. There isn't enough we can tell you to feel like you were there. Seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah, so do something fun, do something different. We know people love their Easter church services, which is why Saturday is intentionally packed. So at the worst, do a day trip on Saturday.
Right.
You won't regret
Come
it.
check it out. Yeah.
What I have to say is that, this is a very good initiative. It's really big. But when it comes to funding, you realize that a few group of people have come together and then they are doing this. We want to invite investors, people to come on board, to add to this so that it becomes great. For me, because this event gives livelihood to the people, when people come on board, it will be great, it will be big, and so people will not be leaving their homes to Accra just to look for jobs. Yeah, so we want a lot of people to come on board and also help in financing this event.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've been speaking to Fafa Kole and Yvonne Oklu, and it's all about the Vodza Ecotourism Initiative, the Vodza Easter Regatta.
Yes.
From the 18th to the 20th of April 2025. So it's the Easter weekend. So if you have nothing to do or you just want to take a trip down there, you can actually take a trip down there or call the number 025-714-70233 for more information. Right? Don't miss out or else you will lose. Anyway, it's time for us to check out the entertainment highlight of the day, and we'll be back with more.